Welcome to EEMS 130. This video provides a brief overview of some of the most commonly used visualization features of the EFDC Explorer modeling system. These include the cell map, 2D plan view, 2D profile view, and 3D view. Let's get started. Next, let's take a look at the 2D profile view in EFDC Explorer. There are two ways to open a 2D profile view window. The first one is on the main menu under the 2DV View menu, and a button can be found on the toolbar using the 2DV button. The data extraction dialog allows users to add many different parameters to the 2D profile view. Profiles are defined in one of three ways. The first way to extract profile data is to use a polyline or shapefile. Once the Use Drapefile radio button is selected, the user must provide a path to a compatible polyline or shapefile. The user can also use a single I or J index value to extract data. The Define Parameter to Plot frame requires the user to select which parameters will be displayed. To filter the list of parameters, the user first selects a primary group, and then selects a parameter from the list below. Once the desired parameter has been located and selected in the parameter list, use the left arrow to move the parameter to the list of parameters to plot. Parameters can be removed from this list using the right arrow. Multiple parameters can be plotted simultaneously, and the draw order can be modified using the up and down arrow buttons. The Update button will replace the currently highlighted parameter in the Parameter to Plot frame with the currently selected parameter in the Define Parameters to Plot frame. The Properties button will open the 2D Profile View properties. From here, the user can configure the color ramp, contour, precision, range, and other settings. Once the 2D profile view is open, toolbar shortcuts appear in the top bar and in the 2DV View menu. The chart options allow the user to change the font, box line, and contents of the title. Here you can change the appearance of the legend and change the font, contents, position, and scaling of the axes. In the marker settings, the user can create horizontal or vertical markers along the X or Y axis of the profile view. Markers can be added and deleted by clicking the right mouse button in the box. The marker label can be customized in the title frame. The orientation of the marker and label can be selected. Finally, the position and symbology of the line or symbol can be adjusted at the bottom of the current marker frame. The timing frames allow the user to display simple plots of boundary conditions, such as flow magnitude or wind speed and direction. The available boundary groups are shown in the Available Boundary Groups frame. Timing frames currently included in the profile view are shown in the list on the left. Once the timing frames have been configured, click OK. Images and animations can be exported from EFDC Explorer into a variety of formats. As with the 2D plan view, the user can save and load layouts from previously configured 2D profile view windows. EFDC Explorer also has powerful features for creating 3D visualizations and animations. Let's have a look. There are two ways to access the 3D view: through the drop-down menu and button on the toolbar. Much like the 2D plan and profile windows, the user controls the layers being displayed using the layer control. The 3D view currently supports visualizations of the water surface, water column, and bottom elevations. The settings for the 3D view can be modified in the interface. The title and subtitle text and style can be edited. The scale modifiers, including the vertical exaggeration, can be modified as well. As with the 2D plan view, the user can right-click on any layer to open the layer properties. The user can modify the name and visibility of the layer, units, and legend entry for the layer. The user can modify the range of values displayed for a layer, the color ramp, and various other settings to control the appearance of a layer in the 3D view. Clipping and blanking options allow the user to customize the display of layers in the 3D view. Grid cell blanking provides options to limit the drawing of cells to those within a defined range of I, J, or K index values on the grid. Animations in the 3D view can also include blanking, rotation, and movement of the camera along a predefined flight path.